Hey you! Yes, you! Do you want to become a YouTuber in 2023?
Yes!
Do you have a crappy Android phone only?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Do you need tips on how to do it and what editing software to use and what video recorders to use? Well, you've come to the right place, for I, the one and only world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, will help you, so stay tuned. Now, I'm going to give you the 5 things you need as a YouTuber, or at least to start a YouTube channel with nothing but your Android phone that you got from the dollar store. Because let's be honest here, we both know you did. Don't lie to yourself. So, number 1 on the list, the first thing you're going to need is, of course, a Bluetooth controller. That's right. So the first thing you're going to need is a phone. So you either have a phone, and I should mention this also applies to tablets and other Android devices. I use an Odin. You're going to want to have a phone. Now, if you have a phone and you're watching this video because you have a phone, then you're good. You're good. I should mention this first video is specifically for video recording on Android devices. I'm going to make 3 other parts, 2 for PC and another one for Android that demonstrates live streaming. So if you want to live stream, wait until next week and you'll get that video. Well, the second thing you're going to need on the list here is a Bluetooth controller. That's right. So what do I mean by Bluetooth controller? Well, you can see a couple examples on screen here of some Bluetooth controllers, and they're relatively inexpensive. You might be saying to yourself, well, Sega Slayer, if I'm making videos on phone, why exactly do I need a Bluetooth controller? And the answer is relatively simple. See, for any content creators out there, you want to give your viewers the best viewing experience, and it doesn't look right if your viewing experience is a bunch of random buttons on screen. Now, it is important to note that some of the more popular games out there like Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG Mobile do not support controllers, but for anything else, the other popular games out there like Minecraft, Roblox, and of course, if you're a retro content creator like your boy over here, you're going to want to have a Bluetooth controller so the on-screen controls aren't on screen. You can see there are a couple nice inexpensive options out there, and if you were to leave a comment asking for some, I will be glad to link them for you. But you might be saying, well, Sega Slayer, I can't afford a Bluetooth controller right now. What do I do? Well, if you have any other controllers out there, including a PS4/PS5, an Xbox One/Xbox Series S, or Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons/Pro controller, well then whoopee-doo, guess what? You have a Bluetooth controller already. So you might be saying to yourself, well, Sega Slayer, it's kind of annoying trying to play with an Xbox controller or a Switch Joy-Con with your screen hanging down like that. Well, boy oh boy do I have the answer for you. That's right, phone clips. Phone clips clip onto your controller and allow you to hold your phone on your controller. Now, these will come standard with any Bluetooth controller you buy, but if you already have a controller, they make specific ones for PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Now, if you are using Joy-Cons, it's important to note that Joy-Cons only allow you to play games sideways. So you can't play complex games because you can only use one Joy-Con at a time on its side. So that means you're pretty limited in what you can play. So NES, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Master System, Game Gear, Game Boy, those type of games that don't require dual analog sticks are going to be your best option. PS1 is also another one that is a good option if you're using the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. That being said, Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. That being said, we're going to move on. Important thing you're going to need here is a video recorder. Now, there are a waft of video recorders out there, as you can see here on screen, but the one I recommend is one little boy here called X Recorder. This old boy, this old bean, this old chap is so perfect. Chef's kiss, because this recorder allows you to record with internal audio and microphone audio, meaning you get the best experience for your games and for your viewers. It is important to note the internal audio only works with Android 10 and above, so if your Android number is under 10, you just get microphone audio. But this is still a really good a really good video recorder, and I recommend you use it. You know why? Because on this video recorder, you have a wealth of features, not limited to video resolutions. That's right, you can record up to 1080p, and boy oh boy is it nice looking. Sure, it does take up a lot of storage, and we both know that your mom told you you couldn't get that $50 SD card at Walmart because you already had one at home. In reality, you didn't. So now you're just kind of screwed with your internal storage of 16 gigabytes. So what are you gonna do? I can't record at 1080p, I've only got 16 gigs. Well, the answer is simple. You can change it down to 720p. 720p still too much for you? Well, this is going to be a bad experience for your viewers, but you can change it down to 480p. You can also change other options, like the audio. You can control how loud or how low you want something. That's peak editing right there. But more importantly, what does X Recorder have that its competitors do not? Well, you'll be surprised to know that it has the great ability of not having a watermark. That's right. You don't want to clutter your viewers' screens with 50 different watermarks. Trust me, I know. Here's a clip of one of my videos from back in the day. Upgrade the tires, the performance, the body, and then you can buy more bikes. They're super.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Did you see it? Did you see all the watermarks there were there? Was it fun? No, it was not. Therefore, you're going to want to have a recorder now that does not have a watermark, aka X Recorder. Win, win, win. So, the next thing on our list here, editor. You're gonna need to have an editor because an editor is important, right? You can't make videos if you don't have an editor, can you? No, you can't. So the editor I'm going to recommend that you use is PowerDirector. PowerDirector is by far one of the greatest editors, the greatest editor on mobile, period. Why? Because it has a watermark, but its watermark is relatively small and placed down in the corner for anybody to ignore, right? It's relatively inexpensive and it's freaking transparent. Next, you have a wealth of editing features, like all the editing you're seeing in this video, because it was edited on my phone using PowerDirector. Yay! Next, and the next important thing is watermark removal. So if you're like me and you don't want crappy content anymore and you want your viewers to have the best experience, PowerDirector, though it does have a small watermark, does have a pretty expensive way to get rid of the watermark. That's right, for the low price of $19.99, you can completely remove the watermark from all your videos, permanent price, and it's gone. That's what makes it better than PowerDirector on PC. Or if that's not accustomed to you, you can actually pay for a subscription of around $10 a month when you can just pay $19.99 to get rid of the watermark one time. But if someone wants this option, it's here. You can pay around $10 a month to completely remove the watermark from your videos. Not only that, but do you have the ability to record videos in 1080p, stunning 1080p, because who doesn't like 1080p? 4K, that's right, 4K. We're talking you can catch people in 4K with the best editor on Android.
I caught you in 4K. 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 Oh, you wondering who? Yeah. Him. I caught him in 4K.
Who doesn't want to do that? Right? Right? So let's move on here. It's a thumbnail maker. You're gonna need to make thumbnails for your viewers out there. And so the first thing I recommend is don't get one of the crappy thumbnail makers from freaking Google Play, because those suck and nobody wants those. No. I recommend two options. If you're good at Photoshop or you have the time to learn how to do Photoshop, I recommend Adobe Photoshop, of course. Some would say it's the best thumbnail maker / picture editor you could use out there, and you can use it to make assets for your videos as well. Who doesn't want to do that? I know I do. Not. So if you're like me and you're lazy and you don't want to learn the ins and outs of Adobe Photoshop, you're going to use this photo editor right here that I can't say the name of because I can't remember it. I'm sorry. I believe it's called Philo Photo Editor, something like that. Well, whatever it is, you see it on screen. This is the one you're going to want to use because it is the best. You can import custom fonts. You can do all types of stuff, change the colors of your text, get a bunch of pictures, put them on top of each other. Oh, and did I mention option number 3? That's right. You can hand draw thumbnails. If you're good at art, or digital or physical, you can make your own thumbnails and people will think you're better than everyone else, right? Right? Perfect, right? And the final thing for you to use is the YouTube Studio app. This is important because you're going to need to put tags in your videos. You're going to need to add those thumbnails to your videos. You're going to need to upload those videos. And so that you're going to need the YouTube Studio app. Not only will it allow you to keep track of everything you've done, everything you do, including subs and videos and much more, it will allow you to upload your videos, set them as Premiere, and do everything in that nature. Trust me, it's better than it was 2 years ago. I know, because I was using it 2 years ago. So, with that being said, there's the 5 things you're going to need to start your YouTube channel in 2023. Now, I've been doing this for 3 years now, and so I know what I'm talking about, and so therefore, you should listen to me. Any other YouTuber is wrong. Just remember that. That being said, though, if you like this and you want more tips, make sure to come back next week for when I do the video on how you can live stream on your Android phone. And then follow me 2 more weeks after that when I do the PC videos, because those are going to be fun as well. Need more tutorials? Go find them on YouTube. That being said, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers, and you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends if they also want to become Android YouTubers like you. And make sure to have a great day, great night, or great anytime. Have a good one, Slayers.